This is my room. Got some pretty sweet stuff on the walls, just the back of my door so far. Good Hearts, Final Fantasy, Best Idol Areas, DVD. My limited edition movie poster for the first set of Madoka Magica movies, parts 1 and 2. There's 2 different figures of Sora from Dream Drop Distance, his regular form and his Tron form. And there's a little figure from number 2 of a nobody. And if we keep going down, we got the anime. Got plenty of Blu-ray anime. Lots of other anime in here. Some good stuff. For those of you who don't know me well enough, I do really, really like Tenchi Muyo. So hopefully they'll work on OVA 4 after the current season of Tenchi Muyo comes out near the winter. I've got the Blu-ray DVD box set of 4 on Gemini as well. But most of my Tenchi stuff is up here. Got duplicates of several of them, but that's how much I like Tenchi, is I'll collect all kinds of it. Keep going down, we got my video games. Mostly it's RPGs and, yeah, just RPGs. You know, with the nuggets, the occasional. There's some Dynasty Warriors stuff back there, but I have Dynasty Warrior Gundam over here, and Dead Space, and some first-person shooters, Halo, Left 4 Dead, and Transformers. Of course, my StarCraft and Dead Space Collector's Edition, but, you know, here's Chie from Persona 4, and I've heard her name pronounced 2 different ways, but I think it's Aegis from Persona 3. And then here's all my PlayStation 1 games. Decided to only keep the ones that I wanted. Final Fantasy 8, Digimon World 2 and 3, Final Fantasy 4 and Chrono Trigger, and Final Fantasy... wait, which ones are these? 5 and 6. And Final Fantasy 1 and 2. And then a James Bond CD and Burnout for Xbox 360. You keep going down. You got my Blu-ray collection and DVDs. There's all my Doctor Who stuff. I only need one more part to finish my whole collection. You know, up until when they release Series 8. But hopefully they'll come out with that stuff soon. There's a Lightning, Final Fantasy Lightning from 13. Go back up here. Got my Madoka Magica figures up here. I'm missing Mommy for the set of 5. May have to go online and order her because I have not been able to find her at several of the cons we've been to so far. Of course, Kyoko is my favorite, that's why I have so many of her. And here's both of my Senna figures from Haganai, or I Don't Have That Many Friends. Just a regular 1/8 or 1/7 figure of Senna, and then the 1/4 of Senna. It's pretty big. And of course, Eris from Cat Planet Cuties, which I actually also have on Blu-ray. And if you go down a little bit here, you'll see Belle Dandy, the Shield Liger Girl. It's a pretty rare one that Figuto, I guess is what it says on there, but it's a Figma they decided to release. A contest winner made a design for it, and they won, so they made a Shield Liger Girl. Then of course, Akane from Vivid Dread Operation. like Magical Girls meets Iron Man, in my opinion. A bunch of remotes and stuff, a Dragon Ball, a Master Ball, and a Pokeball. And there's one of my very first figures, Yuki Nagato from the Melancholy of Heart.
Ms. IF brings you a text message.
And that was a text message. I don't know who's texting me, but it's a thing for holding all my mail, hard drive, my Keyblade paperweight, monitor that I don't use too often. I might replace it soon, but I need an HD monitor right here rather than just small dinky ones. Gallantmon, SH Figure Arts Gallantmon, or Dukemon, I guess is what they put on the box. From my favorite season of Digimon, Digimon Season 3. That's where they had the Tamers. Got some Fireball. And a very nice shot glass I purchased at a recent con for Sailor Mercury. And then my N64 with a copy of Star Wars Rogue Squadron in it. Got my controllers, PS3, PS4, and Xbox 360. And then, of course, PS4, PS3, and Xbox 360. Back up over here. Forgot the name of that anime, but people should know it when they see it if they know what it is. Got a very small wall scroll from Ami Ami for it. I was hoping to get some figures of it really soon, but I haven't seen any that I really wanted. Here's a little corner for all of my Gundams. My Gundam Gunpla from Gundam Build Fighters. And then this isn't from Build Fighters, but it's the Kshatriya from Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn. I just thought it looked good in this corner with all my guys. Black Rock Shooter. Another Black Rock Shooter up there. And Sword Art poster up there. Then I got my nice big screen 32-inch TV that has a fairly nice background on it right now for Hibiki from Idol Master. It changes every hour though, so it doesn't just stay on that. Wall scroll for Vivid Dread Operation. I really do like this anime, and I really should go buy it, but I haven't done so yet. My Kotobukiya Power Girl figure. Hoping to get the Black Cat when they come out with that one. And over here is my Iron Man statue from the Avengers. Looking to expand on my Iron Man collection soon. I got the little Nendroids to go with it. The little Hall of Armor there. I really did like this Nendroid. And see if I can get it to turn on here. Got a little Iron Man ring with it too. Or it comes separately. I got it from a friend, but I thought it was kind of cool, so I got it from him. Over here, my PS Vita games and my DS and Nintendo 3DS games. And this is a collection of soundtracks and collectible stuff and artwork that came with a lot of games. This is a very hard to find Fire Emblem game that actually I found at Bookman's for a really decent price, and it's an amazing game for the Game Boy Advanced. Let's see, got little Lightning Farron bookmark, Tales of Xillia soundtrack, Neptunia soundtrack, Conception 2 soundtrack, Disgaea soundtrack, Project Cross Zone stuff, old family photo, and postcards and other stuff. And then there's, sorry I moved his arm a little bit, it's Kamen Rider Double. I'm hoping to expand my little collection and just have one right here and here. I'm hoping to get Blade for right here, and possibly either Forze O's or Wizard. Go down here, you have all my little flash drives and stuff. This one was actually my favorite. It's from Tron. It's a light cycle. And when you plug it in, it lights up. Don't really have a USB port to show you right now. Yeah. Then I have a really old Game Boy Color, which I'm missing the back to. But I kept it, and it's still in working condition. I just don't put batteries in it. Then, of course, I got this. This is a special PSP that came with the Birth by Sleep Collector's Edition. And I've kept it in relatively good condition, but the batteries don't work anymore for that. And then I got a regular DS under there. Let's move over here after I get this in here. Start from the top. I have my Neptunia shelf, which I'm hoping very soon to expand with the Nepgear and Uni figures that are coming out, and another Purple Heart figure I believe is coming out from Alter. Let's go down here. We have the major Motoko Kusanagi from Ghost in the Shell back there, and then two of the Steins Gate figures for Steins Gate. It's a really popular game that they made into an anime. There's Tharja from Fire Emblem. I don't usually put the video game characters over here. I usually put them over on the shelf with the video games, but it looked good in the case, so I kept it in there. Then I go down here to my waifu shelf, I guess. There's more Leafa figures coming out, but Leafa's from Sword Art Online, and I know most people ask me, well, why'd you choose the cousin? Why'd you choose the cousin? It's the cousin. She's not my cousin, so I can choose her if I want to. She's Kirito's cousin, not mine. So I like her. And the rest of my Sword Art stuff. I would think that Silica has to tie in first place. No, you know what? Scratch that. Silica's in second place. I think Shion is tying in first place right now with Leafa for Sword Art Waifu. And then a bunch of Asuna. And then, of course, my Kirito, Figma, and Nendroid. And then I get the Asuna, Figma, and then the little Nendroid. And then the Asuna New Wives Always Say Yes figure. And the other two I'll film online in regular Asuna. Let's see if I can get this to work. Get back here. Where'd it go? Oh, here we go. I installed a light on my case. And it looks really good. And here, let's turn off the lights and show you. It's just a nice display case. I managed to set up the lights, I think, well enough. They were supposed to have a different color of lights, but this one works pretty well for what I needed it to. I'm going to get different ones in the future to put on different shelves. But I like the way it looks. And then, we go up here, we have another Madoka wall scroll that's actually covering up two Sword Art posters that I just didn't feel like taking down at the time. My Yaruko figures. Yaruko is a very popular anime series that actually makes fun of Kamen Rider, which is the figure that I showed you a little while ago. And of course, my Yang and Ruby figures. I'm going to get Weiss and Blake in the future. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. And then of course, move this out of the way. For those of you who heard already, I do like Tenchi, so I have the really nice Pioneer wall scroll that came out when Tenchi was still airing on Toonami. And then a Tenchi poster. Both of the wall scroll I found at a garage sale, which was a really good find. And the poster, I actually got that in an art book from one of my good friends at their Otaku closet. Then aerosol cans to help me clean off the figures when they get dusty. Of course, again, Tenchi Muyo. I have this manga series as well as the other manga series that they came out with. Mega Tokyo, Monster Musume, Disgaea 2, Genshiken, High School D&D. Saber Marionette J is actually one of my favorite older series too. I wish I owned that on DVD. Pantheon High is a really good American manga that talks about what half-gods would be like if they were living amongst us today. Moremo, and then Oh My Goddess, or I guess Oh My Goddess, but I still think it's On My Goddess. And of course, there's a model I haven't quite built yet that I got at my recent cons, the Master Grade Strike Freedom. Still, the guy said that I guess he got doubles of it because he had a house fire, so he was selling this one, and I bought it. Then we have a figure shelf. We got Colin from Code Geass, and we got Yuki Nagato from the Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. There's a little Yuki cat figure, and I can never pronounce her name, but she's from the same series. And then there's Haruhi in the back with a guitar. Some Yoko from Gurren Lagann. Got the flight attendant Yoko and the regular Yoko, who's actually sitting on the Gurren Lagann hand. Cecilia Alcott's my Infinite Stratos waifu, which I also have on Blu-ray. Some A-Channel figures. I want to collect the rest of them, but A-Channel is a really nice slice of life and comedy anime that I guess it's kind of a palate cleanser for me. If I go watch like a horror movie or an action movie and I need to like settle down, I'll just throw this on in the background, and it's a pretty good anime. Same goes for the Lucky Star anime. I'll throw that one on in the background if I don't feel like watching A-Channel. Then there's Major Motoko Kusanagi from Ghost in the Shell Arise. And then we have Mao from, yeah, I believe it's Demon King Mao. But I have the nice figure of her with the really big dress. It's quite large. It's got a really nice base to it as well. It's just a rock with some moss on it or something. And the little Nendroid Mao. And of course the horns do come off just like in the anime. I believe that one's horns also come off. I just haven't messed with it. And of course Mao from Beach Queens. And then we go down here a bit more, and of course the Tenchi manga, other Tenchi manga I was mentioning, and the Ryoko and Tenchi Masaki figures from McFarlane Toys. They come with a little Ryoko. Nice little Amikami canteen for booze, if I should want it. And this is a nice little trinket I picked up from a Tucson anime convention. Nuka-Cola Quantum prop, which I actually really liked. So I bought it and brought it home with me. Got a really cool thing here. So, alright, let me get the box open here. This thing never wants to open. It's just a box of all my con badges. I think the last time I counted there was 22 in all. But the new one makes it 23 from the last Saboten convention. So I'm still collecting them and keeping them in a box. The rest of it's just regular books and I think a Harley hentai that I don't know why I have that, but I do. Got some comic books, some Avengers, some Spider-Man, and actually some Tenchi Muyo and Oh My Goddess comic books as well. Ghost in the Shell and Ultimate Spider-Man is one of my favorite Marvel comic books. And then some strategy guides for Final Fantasy XIII, Rogue Galaxy. Rogue Galaxy is one of my favorite Square Enix RPGs that's not Final Fantasy related. And Saints Row 2 strategy guide. A little digital camera thing. Just changes pictures all the time. Got some art books back here. Mobile Suit Gundam art book. Forgot what was in there. That might be personal stuff. A Tenchi Muyo art book, which I got from my friend with the poster. Got a Deers art book, which I really like. I love Deers. I love Peach Pit. Duel is actually closely related to Tenchi Muyo series, so I also got that. I love that series. And of course, Hyperdimension Neptunia, which I actually forgot to explain earlier, was one of my favorite fucking games, if you couldn't guess from the waifu shelf, of course. But, you know, art book of Hyperdimension Neptunia. Got something back there. And then, of course, this is just a book of just art and shit that I've collected. Yeah, from other people and commissions and stuff. Yeah. I actually kind of like that one. Toph fighting the angels from Doctor. Okay, sorry to cut off there. I guess I got a dust storm warning. Then there's this one, Risa Wildman from Princess Resurrections, one of my favorite monster type animes. Just some other artwork. Some of this stuff I actually did myself. Other stuff was given to me. Some really nice Tenchi fan artwork that I found at not this year's Saboten, but last year's. Cosmos, El Dandy, Haruhi, more Tenchi Muyo, more Tenchi Muyo, more Tenchi Muyo. Anyway, lots and lots of artwork. Love artwork. Love art. Oh, I almost passed that over. This is a really nice thing that I got from going to the third Madoka Magica movie. And it's a little... And it's the one I wanted, too. It's an artwork signed by the creator of Madoka Magica. And it has Kyoko in it. So, that's all that matters. Love Kyoko. Let's see. Back in there. And just some water and a tower I have to get rid of. Get this back up there. And then, of course, you know, poster, wall scroll, Kingdom Hearts wall scroll, Sword Art wall scroll, and special art that I actually bought at Anime Expo. You can buy it online, but I just got it while I was there for Purple Heart from Neptunia. And then Rocket Raccoon, one of my other favorite Marvel characters. I also like Nova. I haven't gotten anything for Nova yet, but I will. Joe from Burst Angel, Body Pillow, and Haruhi and Code Geass pillows. Another body pillow for Code Geass. Haruhi poster, Asuna poster, Sword Art poster, Rainbow poster, and Gurren Lagann poster. And up here is my Ruby poster. It's a nice Ruby poster. They sold at the Rooster Teeth store, so bought it and framed it. Another Sword Art poster for Silica and Lisbeth. I can't seem to find too many of just Silica or Lisbeth, but I would put them up if I got them. A poster, which I'm not entirely sure that it is, but I think it's Azusa from K-On! And Lucky Star poster. I'm actually kind of upset about this one because way back when I was using tacks and I put holes in the corners rather than using the strips that, you know, were used for this kind of thing. But it's a really nice poster, one of which I think I'm going to find a duplicate of in the future. And then Mami and Madoka from Madoka Magica. We go up here, we see my homemade Earthshaker Keyblade from Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. I made that thing out of cardboard and duct tape. And it's actually the right color duct tape for all of it. So, I actually had to add a part right here because somebody was handling my Keyblade and they buckled it right there. But yeah, I fixed it. And then, of course, the rest of it is... I actually got it signed by several voice actors, but I forget who they were off the top of my head. I'd have to take it down and look at it. And then, of course, Lucario from Pokemon. And then a Zelda sword. Well, I think it's from Skyward Sword. And then a body poster, full body poster of Telos from Xenosaga 3. And, of course, my sword art sword, Kirito's sword. Alright, that about does it. Well, I mean, there's the wig heads and wigs in here, and then sword props and my keyblade. There's also all the all the boxes I've collected from all of my figures, which is crazy. Just all of them. All of them. So many boxes. I think I have 50 plus figures in this room. It's crazy. Yeah. Pretty big room. There's my computer tower down there, and I guess that's pretty much it. That was my room. Until the next update.